Welcome you guys, welcome to lesson number 7. In this lesson, we are going to do a little animation. So we are going to choose a little sprite and we're gonna do some animation, and it's gonna look like the sprite is moving over the screen. And we're gonna choose a backdrop and we're gonna add some sounds. So let's get started. So what I'm gonna do is, first I'm gonna delete Scratch Cat here. I'm gonna press on the cross, and then I'm gonna add my little sprite that I want to choose, and we are going to choose the little bat. We are going to make the bat fly across the screen. So there we can see the bat has got 4 costumes. There's the 4 different costumes. If you keep your mouse on the sprite, it will show you the 4 different costumes it's got. So we're going to click on the bat, and if I go to costumes, I can see there. If I go to costumes, I can see there's my 4 costumes that I've got. Okay, so let's go quickly and go choose the backdrop. So we are going to choose fantasy. I want the woods, because where do we find a bat? A bat is normally in the dark, in the woods. So we've got the woods there. So let's start. I want my bat to start. So let's make the size of the bat 50. Okay. And if I look at the costumes here, I want my bat to start with costume D. So it looks like it's sleeping. It's got his little wings folded in and it's sleeping. Okay, so now let's make it sleep upside down. I'm going to make it look into -90. The direction is -90. And then I'm going to hang it there. I'm going to hang my little bat upside down on that little branch there. If I can just get it there. There we go. So our little bat is sleeping and it's hanging upside down on that little branch there. So now we've got the starting position. So now we can start with our program. So if I click the green flag, my bat is going to reset. So it's going to go to that -167 and 103, and it is going to point in the direction of -90. Point in the direction of -90, and the looks, remember the previous lesson we did the looks, so the looks must switch to costume D. And if I go there again just to make sure, costume D is the sleeping bat. Okay, so each time when I press the flag, it must reset to that position. Okay, cool. So let's start now. So what we want to do is, I want my bat to fly down here all the way to the bottom. Okay, so what's going to happen is it's going to start from -167. Our x is this axle, do you guys remember? So our x is going to increase and our y is going to decrease. Okay, so let's start our program. We are going to, let's put a loop in, and let's say to our loop, it must repeat 20 times for now. Let's just see if it works out 20 times. And then when our program start, actually, we must change the direction, point in direction 90. So if I press the space bar, there's the direction 90. That's right. So it must look like our bat is flying off the branch and starting to move across the screen. So, okay, let's just click the green flag again. There we go. Okay. So now let's start with our costumes. So if we want our bat to look like it's flying, we're going to start with wings up, then wings in the middle, and then wings down. So it must make all 3 costumes in the one loop. So we're going to say to it, okay, let's change the looks to switch to costume C. Okay, that's the wings up. But now, as you change to costume C, this little sprite of ours must move. So now we can use this block, and we haven't done this before. We're going to change X by positive amount of 5, okay, and change Y by a negative amount of 5, because we said that Y must move down, so it must become negative, and X must move up, it must become positive. So, and then we're going to say to it here, okay, wait for 0.25 seconds. Okay, now we've got our first movement. If I press space, it's going to move down. But now it just looks like it's gliding. We want to, it must look like it's flapping its wings. Okay, so let's just reset it again. So now we're going to basically repeat this, but we're going to change the costumes each time. So we're going to say, okay, duplicate. You remember how to duplicate? You press your right mouse button, and it's going to say duplicate. But on the second one, we are going to say bat A, because that is where our wings are in the middle. Okay, and the third one, we're going to copy it again, duplicate, and the third one we are going to say bat B. So let's just stop it again, move it to the beginning. So let's just press our space bar, and it looks like it's flying over the screen. That's it. Okay, but let's add some sounds now. So each time we press the space bar, so let's say events, each time we press the space bar, we're going to put another loop in, forever loop, for our sounds. So now let's just add sounds, and we are going to go to the bottom here, choose sounds, and we're going to choose sounds. And we click on animals, and I like the cricket sound, crickets, this one. Okay, let's just play it. That's it. Okay, so now we can add the sound. We go to looks. Oh, there's sound. Sorry, sounds, and start sound, crickets. Yes, but it must not repeat it so quickly. We want 3 seconds in between. So let's just do it like this. Okay, so let's reset it quickly. There's our green. Okay, and if I press spacebar, it looks like it's flying down, and it's making the sound for us. Okay, but now you guys can see here at the bottom our bat stopped flying, but our sound is still playing. So we need to add another block, because we want the sound to stop when the bat comes at the bottom. So there's another block that I want you guys to use. We're going to put it here at the bottom, stop all. So it will stop everything as soon as this loop is finished running. So it's going to stop the whole program as soon as this loop stops running. Okay, so let's just reset it again. And we're going to press the space bar. Go. That's it, and then it stops the whole program. Okay, you guys can try your own animation a little bit. I'll be back in lesson 8 with another animation that we're going to do, but in this one we are going to use 3 sprites together. So I'll see you guys in lesson number 8. Thank you.